got too big for our old building, so it was pretty small. And so I reached out to a bunch of other construction companies, and many never called me back. And the ones that did, I feel like the project was over their head. We needed a lot of like structural beams and stuff put in, so I don't think anybody wanted to deal with that. Oh, they were great. From the project manager to the individual contractors that they hired, they were all great. Walked me through everything, made the process super easy, super convenient. Worked around my schedule really well. Had really good insight on what I didn't know I wanted. So a lot of experienced guys really walking me through the process of redoing the whole business building. I've never used another construction company because, like I said, he didn't call back, and the scope of the job was too big for them. So I don't really plan on working with anybody else after starting with them. Yeah, I just reached out. Somebody came over pretty quick and got a general idea of what I was looking for. And then they came back with a ton of information and a ton of like drawings right away. And then they asked, what exactly I wanted, more detail. So we kind of figured that out. They then got the plans to an architect. They signed off on exactly what we wanted to do. Then we got the plans to the city. Once they approved it, we just started the demo and knocked the work out really quick. And then just when the details came, just little details here and there, just to finalize it. But yeah, it was pretty seamless, like start to finish. The best thing about the service is just how reachable everybody was. If I had a question for Dan, I could text him. He'd get right back to me. Same with Keith. It was just really quick responses. No surprises. Also, it wasn't like, oh, this popped up. Here's, we need this much more money or blah blah blah. It was, we actually went under budget by a little bit. So like stuff like that. Like it was just, it wasn't, oh, you owe this much more money. Sorry, we ran into this problem. Everything was budgeted really well for those things, and I didn't have any surprises. Yeah, Dan, Keith were awesome. Dan was my project manager. Keith was the foreman of the thing. Anytime I had a question, or even if I was just coming over here while they were doing the remodel and asking questions about like, what are you doing and why are you doing it, just so I could learn something, that was pretty cool. Always just very insightful. Yeah. I was surprised at how quickly the job got done. Once they started, it got done really, quite quick. And we were able to move in a lot sooner than I ever anticipated. Oh, absolutely. Just the customer service mostly. The quality is great too, but just like being able to actually get someone to answer my questions and quick responses, and honestly too, like people would reach out, to me, making sure I wasn't stressed out or making sure I liked how things were going. It wasn't just me reaching out to them. The fact that they would reach out to me, even Bill reached out to me a few times, and so that extra touch, goes a long way. The return on investment is huge. Coming from the small building that we were in, everybody was stacked up on each other, and just actually having the space, having a full break room, having a office, just stuff like that, just the space for everybody to work comfortably, has been incredible. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just the customer service, just the connections I built with everybody. Like Dan reached out to me a couple of weeks ago just to see how I was doing and making sure everything was good. So I'll definitely be sticking around. Even even for personal stuff, not just business. I mean, everybody being local was huge, just because. So, for instance, one day the roof was leaking, and I called Dan, and the project was done, and something must have got moved or something, and the pipe was a little off or something, but the roof was leaking. So I was like, oh no, what do I do? And so I called Dan, and it was probably 6:30, and he was right over. Uh, and I'm pretty sure that's not even part of his job. But yeah, he was right over to help and figure out what we should do, and walked me kind of through what he would do. So just yeah, just like literally, I don't think that was, we were already done with the project. That wasn't his concern, but he was here basically right when I called. So no, it was just a great experience. I mean, I really enjoyed working with it. Top quality. So yeah, everything was great.